There are a bunch of apps that are popping up that are purely to give us online anonymity, if that actually exists. We've got a list of a couple of them. There's Confide, which erases your text messages right after they're read. There's Whisper, which shares secrets anonymously. And there's Yik Yak, anonymous social chat room. So this is perfect considering the topic we were just talking about. So going to your point of the circle, which if you guys are watching, if you haven't seen the clip right before this, we'll annotate so you can get right back over there, about everyone being completely transparent with everything, is the anonymity thing the next thing before that. You know what I mean? First we put all the stuff out there, which we're all doing now. Next it'll be we'll all do it anonymously, and there's plenty of people doing that already. And then after that we get to the place of total everything out there.
It doesn't surprise me that this is a trend right now, but didn't we start with the internet kind of having this? Isn't that how people started in these chat rooms, that it was anonymous and people were talking to each other under, some fake screen name? And now because of things like Facebook and Instagram and you have a profile picture, it became a little more public. It's strange to me because we've become this culture of sharing, and we have become narcissistic in a way, like we want everyone to know our ideas and our thoughts. Yeah. It's strange.
You guys want to take a selfie quick? We should
take
do it right
a selfie
now.
really, and then post it so that everybody knows where we are and what's going on. Exactly. But it's strange to me that people feel the need to share their deepest, darkest secrets with their friends without their friends knowing exactly who they are. I mean, what happens to conversations? And the argument is, well, if somebody is having an issue with substance abuse, or if someone is having a real personal problem, what happens to actual personal contact where you confide in somebody and say, I need your help? Yeah. And instead of putting it out there for all of your friends to judge and then sit and discuss, I know that it's anonymous, but your friends, they're going to get together and say, do you think that was Bobby? Do you think that I think that he would be the person who said that? This is like gossip on a weird new level. I don't think it will, I hope it doesn't last, because it seems like it's opening a door to more negativity than positivity.
So, but could there be something cathartic about this online anonymity thing? I mean, if you had an app, if you were just having a crazy day and frustrated by something and you didn't want to tweet it with your name attached to it, something really angry, that you could just click on one of these things, get it out there and feel a little better and move on. Would you like that?
The thing with the whole online, it's just that everybody being online, everybody's opinion matters just as much as everybody else's opinion, and it requires increasing levels of cruelty just to keep up. Go to any video on YouTube, check out the fourth commenter's comment. He always rips the third commenter, because the fourth commenter is always a jerk, and the fifth guy, the newcomer, tries to find common ground among everyone, and for that
guy never wins.
For that, the sixth commenter impugns his sexuality. So, they also say that the problem with anonymity online is that it creates bullies, right? You could bully. But let's remember, who's the biggest victims of bullying? It's the bullies, right? They're ostracized, they're stigmatized, and they're treated like monsters in society. And to all the bullies out there, I just want to say, it gets better.
Do we need anonymity now more than ever because of all the NSA stuff? Look, I don't even believe that any of these apps truly work, because I'm pretty sure that if the government wants to get in there and figure out that they can somehow track it to your IP address on your computer or something related to your phone. But let's pretend for a second that these things truly are anonymous. Is there any at that point, then it has some worth, right? Because we need to be able to share secrets, and with everything going on with the NSA and all that.
But why do we need to share secrets online? This is what's so strange to me. Like, if you're thinking about putting your information out there online, you need to assume that at some point somebody's going to figure out exactly who it is. If you want to maintain anonymity, if you want to keep your ideas anonymous, why put them out there online and just under some shield?
What about somebody, for example, that's working for the NSA now? Let's say that there's things that Snowden hasn't revealed that they know are even worse. Something like this would be a legitimate way of getting it out there.
Well,
right?
but you think that with our technology,
that's my point. Exactly, I don't believe that it would work.
You'd be able to follow the trail and the IP address. You're right, and figure out exactly who that was. Like, maybe I wouldn't be able to figure it out just sitting on my computer reading this anonymous quote. But if somebody wants to figure out who made this post, I mean, Google keeps everything that you ever search for. I mean, if you really wanted information, it would be possible to get that kind of information. And again, that's the risk that we run in living in this world where everything is accessible. It's the weird price that we pay for the convenience that we strangely want, and for the my opinion matters feeling that we all seem to strangely want. I'm not saying that we all do, but that as a society people seem to want.
Public people talking about our feelings all the time.
Online.
Not us. No, we're fine. Yeah, I mean, do you think that there's some worth to, in a day and age of the NSA and spying and all that, do you think there, if they couldn't track this stuff, that there's some worth to it?
I think there's, I mean, many times I wished I was anonymous online to be able to say certain things. So, instead of having to re-sign into Google under a fake name and then go to the commenter on YouTube and rip him a new asshole.
Yeah. Can you just write your fake name here so I can just
My
make
fake-
sure
my-
what you've been writing about me on
My
these
fake
comments?
name is Jim Dore.
Jim
so,
Dore.
Yeah, so people don't know.
You really reached for that one.
That is funny. Every time I have you on the show, there's this guy, Jim Dore, who's like, that Jimmy Dore is just
he goes nuts for it.
fantastic.